What's up guys, Triple J here, welcome back to the channel. And Kabam has decided to end the Champion Rebalancing Program. I want to talk about this. When the news came out, is what everybody's been talking about, and I do have some thoughts. I don't think people are going to agree with me with certain things. I might be regurgitating certain things that have been said before, but I just felt compelled to make this video and to do it. I don't normally make this type of video, so bear with me. If you don't agree, or if you agree, just try to understand my point of view and perspective, and just take it easy on me in the comments, all right? So with that being said, let's dive right into my thoughts on Kabam ending the rebalancing program. So the first thing I want to say is that I actually agree with Kabam on ending the program. In my opinion, the program felt like an afterthought. I never remember when the reviews are due, and I often didn't care because I really had the champion. It also seemed like Kabam themselves don't really even care or have any commitment to it. To me, they just look at a report, look at the metrics, and if they seem reasonable, they don't touch the champion. There was a point where there was a long stretch where champions never got touched, and to me, there's a lot more to this than reports and metrics. It's a game. Game is all about emotions, feelings, experience. You know what I mean? So an attacker could meet Kabam's metrics, right? This falls within our metrics. We're just gonna leave the champion as is. We're not even looking into it. That's it. That's what it feels like. But as I said, emotions, feelings, and experiences matter. And to me, if an attacker is not fun or even useful to play, the program has failed. The program has failed because it's a game. A champion should feel good to use, and the program wasn't consistently delivering on that purpose. So I agree, it should end. Point blank. So that's my first point. So my second point, and this might be controversial, a lot of people might not like this. Maybe some people might agree. I think nerfs should absolutely happen. I also think nerfs should happen more frequently. The idea of it, a lot of people don't like. I get it. Especially if you spend a lot. I get it. I totally understand. But everything human beings create is not perfect. It really isn't. And that's the first thing you have to keep in mind. So adjustments must always happen. Always. Every single game always have some kind of adjustment, nerf, buff, patch, change, whatever. Every single game has it. I used to play World of Warcraft, right? I used to be addicted to it actually. And every month, Blizzard makes changes. You know what I mean? And they make a lot of changes people never really liked, but they do it. They already foresee what's going to happen down the line, and they're like, nah, we gotta nerf this, we gotta change this. It's just not good. Just not good. And up to this day, World of Warcraft is still going. Of course, it's not as good in its heyday as it used to be, but Warcraft is still going, still trucking along. If they never made any changes, 100% that game would be shuttered long time ago. So I absolutely believe that nerfs should happen. Buffs should happen too, of course. But just changes in general needs to happen, right? And we are not always going to like every decision, every change they're going to make, but we have to trust, right? We have to trust their vision for the game. They already, have a timeline, like probably a year down the line. You know what I mean? And for them to reach to that, changes must happen. And we have to trust that those changes will be in the best interest of the game. So that's my second point there. All right, so the third point, and I don't know, I might be going off base with this, but we'll see. All right, so the third point is MCOC is a form of gambling. The game is centered around odds and chances, right? We are gambling our money and time in this game. It's exciting when we get the champ we want. We feel we hit the jackpot, right? And it really sucks when you pull a sucky champ. You know what I mean? You that emotion, sometimes you pull a champ that's so bad that it just brings down your whole mood for the whole day. And that's what gambling does. That's what the game does. And it's not just this game. It's mobile games in general, and they exploit our FOMO, or fear of missing out, right? And because of that, we tend to spend more time and money than we really should. Like, look at this. When you make a bet, right, and you lose that bet, you don't get your money back, of course, right? That's the whole point of it. You don't get your money back. But sometimes when you lose that bet for some reason that's unfathomable, you feel you got cheated. But no matter what, those guys, they're not gonna give you your money back. The same can be about MCOC, right? You spend in MCOC, it doesn't guarantee you anything. You spend your money for champion. That champion could get nerfed, and you feel very, very cheated, because you feel that Kabam knows that they're going to nerf this champion, that they're going to nerf this champion a whole, after 2 weeks of release. They know they're going to nerf this champion, but they wait a whole 6 months for everybody to spend and chase or whatever, so they can nerf the champion and collect the money. You feel, you have that feeling in you that's what's going on. But that's gambling. And Kabam has told us numerous times, and it's in the TOS, they have the right to do whatever they want. You spending your money doesn't guarantee that a champion won't get nerfed or anything. So, the saying, the house always wins. That's Kabam. That's the sports books. That's the casinos. The house always wins. So for my fourth point, I want to talk what Kabam should do. Right. So moving forward, how should Kabam handle nerfs, changes, balance? What should they do? Right. And in my opinion, the first thing they should do is utilize the CCP more and utilize them effectively, right? So to me, they should tell the CCP that this is what's happening. They should get, you should give them more information. So this is what's happening. this is how we want it to be, or our vision for a champion, for some content they want to bring out, or some event, whatever it is, whatever they need help with, right? They should convey that to the CCP so that the CCP can give them more structured and proper feedback, right? Just don't hide things, because when you leave out information, like you're not going to really get the right answer you want. So they should utilize the CCP more, tell them the goal, the aim, so they can give proper feedback. The second thing, if they're confident, right, don't wait to pull the trigger. Do the nerf, do the buff, do the change, do whatever. Don't wait. For too long, Kabam, instilled this philosophy, or had this philosophy, or it's just, I don't know, but it just seemed that once they do a nerf or a buff, it's a one and done deal. You know what I mean? Like, they're not touching it again. And as I said before, I think nerfs should happen more frequently. I also think buffs should happen more frequently too. I think things should be constantly changing, constantly evolving. That way the game just stays fresh. You know what I mean? It just makes the game a lot more fresh. So I think they should make changes as often as needed to hit that sweet spot, the sweet spot of balance and fun, and also that sweet spot of the vision that they want. So if a change misses the mark, just change it again after. Make the change. Like, make it more frequent. If you can't do it every month, do it every 2 months. You know what I mean? And let people know. Let people know what you're thinking. So that's my fourth point. Now on to the community. So this is my fifth point. Like, as a community, what our mindset should be, right? We need to be honest, with ourselves. Kabam is a company that needs to make money. They have to make money. They're a business, right? I mean, everybody knows that. I'm stating the obvious, of course. They will do everything they can to entice you to spend. But it's up to you, up to us as a community to decide if they deserve our money. If the game is not meeting your expectations, make that executive decision that's in the best interest for yourself. That might mean no more spending. It might mean less spending. Or it might mean less time playing. Right? Let your actions speak. Right? You don't need a content creator to tell you to boycott. Just do it. You know what I mean? Kabam has the reports to see that, hey, less spending is happening. People spending less time logging in. They see all this. They know all this. Right? And they will make the changes necessary. They will try to find out, like, hey, why is this happening? What do we need to do? How can we get people to come back playing? How can we get newer players to come and play? They will do it themselves. We don't have to tell them. We don't have to tell them. The only thing we have to do is make a decision and follow through with that decision. Like, the whole world or the whole internet doesn't need to know. Just do it. As Nike says, just do it. So, yeah, that's what I think our mindset should be, right? You don't have to be like a sheep. If you're not happy, just make the decision. Whatever it is, just make the decision. So to conclude, I know sometimes when I talk like this, sometimes I'm a bit blunt. So forgive me for being blunt, but sometimes that's just how I am sometimes. So in conclusion, those are my thoughts. I hope it made sense to a lot of you guys. It's a complex issue for sure, but you as a player, you have to ask yourself, why did I take up and play this game? Am I spending too much? Am I playing too much? You take a step back and look at yourself and be like, is this worth it? And Kabam also has to realize that they have to be a lot more transparent and utilize the resources they have better, and also make decisions, don't be afraid to make decisions that are not popular, but in the end show why you make that decision. Don't lie to people, right? Because I know a lot of people felt that Kabam lied to them about the whole Spider-Woman thing. So don't lie to people. Just tell people the real reason why. Let people understand what's going on. And I think the game will be in a much better spot. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.